A portable distribution panel, or PDP, is a solution for providing power to front-of-house and stage equipment, while isolating it from the noise generated by stage lighting dimmer packs. It offers several features. Firstly, rugged and portable design for easy transport. Secondly, indoor and outdoor rating. Thirdly, separate legs for audio and lighting equipment. Fourthly, circuit breakers for protection. Typical specifications include 330 amp circuits for audio amplifiers, 4 to 820 amp circuits for front-of-house and stage gear, 120 volts or 240 volts voltage, a maximum amperage of 150 amps, and a cable length of 150 feet. The components consist of a metal enclosure with durable handles, circuit breakers with trip indicators, a heavy-duty power cable with weatherproof connectors, and grounding lugs and clamps. The benefits of using a portable distribution panel include isolating audio equipment from noisy lighting dimmers, providing ample power and protection for all essential equipment, portability and ease of setup for temporary setups, compliance with safety regulations, and customization options to accommodate specific equipment requirements. Some manufacturers include Power Products, Legrand, Hubbell, and Leviton. When installing a portable distribution panel, firstly connect the PDP to a power source, such as a service panel, using the included power cable. Secondly, install circuit breakers and connect equipment to the appropriate outlets. Thirdly, secure the grounding lugs and clamps as per the manufacturer's instructions. Fourthly, ensure the PDP is placed in a well-ventilated and accessible location. Always follow proper electrical safety guidelines. Ensure the PDP is rated for the specific voltage and amperage requirements of the equipment. Do not overload circuits or exceed the PDP rated capacity. Regularly inspect cables and connections for damage. Let's delve into the specifics of selecting and using a portable distribution panel for live audio events. Firstly, consider the power requirements of your audio equipment. Calculate the total amperage needed for all amplifiers, front-of-house gear, and stage equipment. This will determine the necessary capacity of the PDP. Secondly, select a PDP with the appropriate number of circuits and amperage ratings. Ensure that the panel has enough 30 amp circuits for amplifiers and 20 amp circuits for other equipment. Thirdly, pay attention to the voltage requirements of your equipment. Most audio equipment in North America operates on 120 volts alternating current, while larger amplifiers may require 240 volts alternating current. Choose a PDP that supports both voltages if necessary. Fourthly, choose a PDP that is rated for both indoor and outdoor use. This is especially important for festivals and outdoor events where the panel may be exposed to the elements. Fifthly, look for a PDP with circuit breakers that have trip indicators. This will help you quickly identify and address any overloads or short circuits. Sixthly, make sure that the PDP has a heavy-duty power cable with weatherproof connectors. This will ensure a reliable and safe connection to the power source. Seventhly, inspect grounding lugs and clamps. Proper grounding is essential for preventing electrical shock and reducing noise. Eighthly, place the PDP in a well-ventilated and accessible location. This will prevent overheating and make it easy to access the panel in case of an emergency. Ninthly, always follow proper electrical safety guidelines when installing and using a PDP. This includes wearing appropriate personal protective equipment, such as gloves and eye protection, and never working on live circuits. Tenthly, ensure that the PDP is rated for the specific voltage and amperage requirements of the equipment. This will prevent damage to the equipment and reduce the risk of fire. 11thly, never overload circuits or exceed the PDP rated capacity. This can cause the circuit breakers to trip or even start a fire. 12thly, regularly inspect cables and connections for damage. Damaged cables and connections can cause electrical shock or fire. Now, let's consider some additional factors to keep in mind when selecting and using a portable distribution panel. Firstly, consider the weight and size of the PDP. Choose a panel that is lightweight and easy to transport, especially if you will be moving it frequently. Secondly, look for a PDP with durable handles and a rugged enclosure. This will protect the panel from damage during transport and setup. Thirdly, consider the length of the power cable. Choose a cable that is long enough to reach the power source without being too long and unwieldy. Fourthly, think about the type of connectors used on the PDP. Choose connectors that are compatible with your equipment and that are easy to use. Fifthly, check for any additional features that may be useful, such as surge protection or voltage monitoring. Sixthly, read the manufacturer's instructions carefully before installing and using the PDP. This will ensure that you are using the panel safely and correctly. Seventhly, consider consulting with a qualified electrician if you have any questions or concerns about installing or using a PDP. Eighthly, remember that proper planning and preparation are essential for a successful live audio event. This includes selecting the right equipment, setting up the system correctly, and following all safety guidelines. Ninthly, using a portable distribution panel can greatly improve the safety and reliability of your live audio setup. It can also help to reduce noise and improve the sound quality of your audio equipment. Tenthly, consider the specific needs of your event when selecting a PDP. For example, if you are hosting an outdoor event, you will need a panel that is rated for both indoor and outdoor use. 11thly, if you are using a lot of power, you will need a panel with a high amperage rating. 12thly, if you are using sensitive audio equipment, you may want to consider a panel with surge protection. To further elaborate, let's discuss the importance of grounding and portable power distribution. Grounding provides a safe path for electrical current to flow in the event of a fault, such as a short circuit or a ground fault. Without proper grounding, these faults can cause electrical shock or fire. Firstly, the National Electrical Code, or NEC, specifies the requirements for grounding electrical systems. These requirements are designed to protect people and property from electrical hazards. Secondly, portable distribution panels must be properly grounded to ensure safety. This is typically done by connecting the panel to a grounding electrode, such as a ground rod or a metal water pipe. Thirdly, grounding electrode must be properly installed and maintained to be effective. Fourthly, the grounding conductor must be sized appropriately for the amperage rating of the panel. Fifthly, all equipment connected to the PDP must also be properly grounded. Sixthly, this can be done by using 3-wire power cords and plugging the equipment into grounded outlets. Seventhly, regularly inspect grounding connections to ensure that they are tight and free of corrosion. Eighthly, if you are not sure how to properly ground a portable distribution panel, consult with a qualified electrician. Ninthly, improper grounding can be dangerous and can lead to serious injury or death. Tenthly, using a ground fault circuit interrupter, or GFCI, can provide additional protection against electrical shock. 11thly, GFCIs are designed to detect ground faults and to quickly interrupt the flow of electricity. 12thly, they are often required in wet locations such as outdoor events. Let's also consider the importance of circuit breaker coordination in portable power distribution. Circuit breakers are designed to protect electrical circuits from overloads and short circuits. When a circuit breaker trips, it interrupts the flow of electricity to the circuit, preventing damage to the equipment and reducing the risk of fire. Firstly, circuit breaker coordination is the process of selecting and installing circuit breakers so that they will trip in the correct sequence. This means that the circuit breaker closest to the fault should trip first, before any other circuit breakers further upstream. Secondly, proper circuit breaker coordination can help to prevent nuisance tripping and to minimize the impact of a fault. Thirdly, to achieve proper circuit breaker coordination, it is necessary to consider the amperage ratings of all the circuit breakers in the system. Fourthly, the circuit breaker should be sized so that the downstream circuit breakers will trip before the upstream circuit breakers. Fifthly, it is also important to consider the time current characteristics of the circuit breakers. Sixthly, time current characteristics describe how quickly a circuit breaker will trip under different overload conditions. Seventhly, circuit breakers with different time current characteristics can be used to achieve better coordination. Eighthly, consult with a qualified electrician to ensure that your circuit breakers are properly coordinated. Ninthly, improper circuit breaker coordination can lead to nuisance tripping, equipment damage, and even fire. Tenthly, when selecting circuit breakers for a portable distribution panel, it is important to choose breakers that are rated for the voltage and amperage of the circuits. 11thly, it is also important to choose breakers that are compatible with the panel. 12thly, using the wrong circuit breakers can be dangerous and can lead to equipment damage or fire. Finally, let's discuss the importance of regular maintenance for portable distribution panels. Regular maintenance can help to ensure that the panel is operating safely and reliably. Firstly, regularly inspect cables and connections for damage. Damaged cables and connections can cause electrical shock or fire. Secondly, tighten any loose connections. Loose connections can cause overheating and can lead to equipment damage or fire. Thirdly, clean the panel regularly to remove dust and debris. Dust and debris can cause overheating and can reduce the efficiency of the panel. Fourthly, test the circuit breakers regularly to ensure that they are tripping properly. Fifthly, replace any damaged or worn parts. Sixthly, keep a record of all maintenance performed on the panel. Seventhly, consult with a qualified electrician to perform any major repairs or maintenance. Eighthly, improper maintenance can be dangerous and can lead to equipment damage or fire. Ninthly, following a regular maintenance schedule can help to extend the life of your portable distribution panel and to ensure that it is operating safely and reliably. Tenthly, store the panel in a dry and secure location when it is not in use. 11thly, protect the panel from the elements when it is being used outdoors. 12thly, using a portable distribution panel is a great way to provide safe and reliable power for your live audio events. By following these tips, you can ensure that your panel is operating properly and that your equipment is protected. Remember to always prioritize safety when working with electricity. Consult with a qualified electrician if you have any questions or concerns. And that is a comprehensive overview of portable power distribution panels for live audio events, covering everything from selection and installation to safety and maintenance.